Hello friends, welcome back to the Story Creator. My name is Arun Hassan, and today I am here to tell you a horror story. First of all, plug your headphones, close your eyes, and let's start the story with the horror topic. The whispers from the flooded streets. Imagine walking up to the sound of voices drifting across a city that's supposed to be underwater. Not droning, not screaming, just whispering, clear, soft, calling your name. Tonight's story isn't about the flood, it's about that stayed in the water long after everyone left. The city wasn't supposed to flood that night. The alert came too late by 3 a.m. The streets were dark rivers, cars floated like toys, streetlights flickered underwater. But the weird part, people said they heard voices under the water before the sirens even started. Daniel, 24, worked night shifts at a warehouse near the coast. He stayed late to avoid traffic, which honestly was the worst decision of his life. He told investigators later, "The water didn't scare me, the whispers did." Yeah, when a grown man says that, you know it's bad. His phone died the moment he stepped outside. No rain, no storm, just water rising from the drains like something was pushing it up. And then a voice. Daniel turned back. His first reaction? Great, I'm hearing things. I need sleep. Funny how sleep was the leaf of his problem. The whisper didn't sound like a stranger. It sounded like his sister, who had died 5 years earlier. Her same soft tone, her same habit of stretching his name like she was teasing him. The floodwater ripped as if someone walked beneath it. Ahead, Daniel saw someone skating knee-deep in the street. Not moving, not drawing, just listening. Daniel called out. No response, but when lightning flashed, the man was suddenly closer. Half the distance, Daniel didn't blink. He swore he didn't. Every road Daniel chose led him deeper into the flooded district. GPS offline, street signs half underwater. But the whispers, they guided him like breadcrumbs. Left, right, no, not there. He wasn't sure if they were helping him or trapping him. At one point, he muttered, "If this is a prank, congratulations, you have unlocked my fight or flight." Mostly flight. Shame the water didn't care about his jokes. Daniel reached a neighborhood where the water was waist high. Houses dark, windows broken, a mailbox floated by the sticker that read "Smile." Yeah, great timing. The whispers were louder here, overlapping, echoing, echoing. Something brushed Daniel's leg underwater. He froze. Then a whisper hissed, "Don't look." So naturally, Daniel immediately looked. Fear makes people stupid, science fact. But there was nothing until something grabbed his ankle. A pale hand shot out of the water, fingers long, skin like soggy paper. It didn't try to pull him under. It pointed toward a submerged alleyway and then dissolved into the water like ink spreading through paper. Daniel followed the direction against all the better judgments. The whispers here weren't random. They formed words, clear, calm. Not an accident, something woke up. Thunder cracked, and all the whispers screamed at once. Waves rolled through the flooded streets, but there was no wind. Something massive moved beneath the surface. Daniel ran, but the water pulled at him as if it had hands. The whisper became one voice, "Don't leave us." Daniel climbed onto a car, then a balcony, scrambling up to a rooftop. A woman was already here, soaked, trembling, eyes wide. She whispered, "You heard them too." He nodded. Then she said, "They are not people." Cliffhanger, you bet? She told him the truth. No one ever reported. The flood didn't come from the storm. It came from the underground tunnels exposed during construction. Workers heard voices there week before the flood. Some went missing. The city sealed the reports. The water wasn't water anymore. It was a gateway. The whispers, not ghosts, not memories, something living in the dark channels beneath the city, creatures that mimic loved ones to lure people into the water. They pull you under, she said, and they copy you. Daniel didn't want to believe her until he heard his own voice whisper behind him, Daniel, help me. Something claimed the building behind them, not fast, not slowly, just certain. Daniel and the woman jumped rooftop to rooftop as whispers rose like a storm. Below them, the floodwater blurred as if something enormous pushed its back against the surface. By the sunrise, helicopters arrived. The water receded unnaturally fast, like something slipped back underground. Rescue teams found Daniel and the woman half conscious. When asked what happened, both gave different stories. Both swore the other wasn't the real one. Days later, CCTV footage emerged. Two figures recorded leaving the flooded zone just before dawn. Both looked like Daniel, both walked in the opposite directions. Neither turned when their names were called, and at night, people near the district swear they still hear whispers in the storm drains. If you ever hear your name whispered from a flooded street, don't answer. It might not be meant for the living. If you enjoyed the story, hit the subscribe button so you will never miss another nightmare. More tales are rising soon. Stay safe, stay dry, and stay out of the water. So tell me how you like this story, and if you find any mistake, let me know in the comment section and I will try to improve it in the next story. So that's all for today. I hope that you will like. So meet in next video. Take care. Bye bye.